Right, so we're back on the river again today. It's the first day it's actually felt like summer. It's still spring, but it's definitely warmer. As you can see, the sun's out. Only trouble is it's a bit windy. So the plan is to hopefully rise some brown trout on the dry fly today. That's what I'm hoping. I'm not sure how many flies are going to be on the water though, with it being so windy. I mean, there's loads of water up where I'm about to go fishing, so with a bit of luck, if we quietly walk along the side, we might find a couple of fish rising. I'm not sure what flies are going to be out and about today. It's a lovely day for it. I've actually changed to my summer jacket, so that's letting you know things are warming up. Quite looking forward to today. I've actually took a couple of days off work so I can go dry fly fishing in the daytime, because this time of year you tend to get better rises in the daytime than in the evening. And we're just approaching that period of 2 or 3 weeks where normally you get the first loads of flies on the water and the trout start rising. In my opinion, it's the best 2 to 3 weeks for trout fishing that there is of the year. Not sure whether it's started yet though. Must be about now that it's going to happen. I mean, the water's quite good for trout fishing today. Reasonable flow to it. It's not too low. The last fishing programme last week that I made, it was actually salmon fishing. Very pleasant to be out. Didn't catch any salmon or see any salmon. Had a couple of brown trout on the salmon flies, so at least we caught some fish. So anyway, I'll sign off just now, and the next shot will be by the water and we're set up and ready to go. So there's a couple of fish rising here, but it's hard to see what they're going for. There's one a bit closer in, but hopefully I've not scared it away. My position is not very good here, but that's better. I've got a wee grey fly on with a CDC wing. I don't think that's what they're going for on the water, but until I've got an idea, looks almost like wee ginger olive things on the water they're going for. We'll just have to watch and see. I do have a fly that I think will cover those fish, a wee ginger olive one. I'll just try this grey one first, because that's what I put on. I've just seen a much better fish rise a bit further down, so oof, that's got a good rise. Right, so that's what I've changed to, a sort of gingery olive fly. Don't know if that's exactly what's on the water, but it's worth a try. Can't be that far off what's rising. And if it doesn't work, we'll just have to change it to another one. And there's 2 or 3 fish rising here. I don't think they're very big. I've only got 3-pound lines, so hopefully that'll mean it's harder for the fish to see the line when the water's clear. Maybe that's not what they're after then. Lots of little flies, but I don't think it's the little black ones they're going for. Right, so that gave me a shock. Basically there's a dead tree up there and a huge part of the tree just snapped off and landed in the river. We rose a fish. Not seen it yet, I don't think it's very big. Right, still a fish though. There we are. First brown trout on a dry fly of the year. Not very big, but beautiful all the same. Nice wee fish. Good. So it wasn't a branch that fell in, it was a whole tree. You can see it there. Shame I didn't get it on camera, but nearly. So anyway, we're going to go up the river a bit more, see if we can find some rising fish. So this is a lovely bit, as you can see. Unfortunately, I think it's a bit windswept today for fish to be rising. And I don't know if you can see down there, there's millions of flies, but they're wee tiny black ones. I'm not really sure if that's what the fish are rising for. When I caught the fish on a wee brown one. But I did see something splash further up. Whether it was a nice big trout or could have even been a salmon, I don't know, but it was a big sort of splash or a rise about halfway up that pool. So we're going to sneak our way up and see if we can see anything rising on the way. As you can see, there's no shortage of flies. just a bit of a shortage of fish rising for them. With a bit of luck, if we keep on looking, we might find some more. Haven't seen any fish rise here. It looks too good to not have a couple of casts. And there is flies on the water. So it's a beautiful sunny May day. Can't believe it's halfway through May already. As you can see, it's a bit of a downer for the dry fly fishing. It's a bit windy, which means that the flies don't really get much of a chance to be on the water and the fish don't rise as much. I've just sat here and had my lunch and watched this bit of river, which is normally quite a good bit, for about 10 minutes, and I haven't seen anything rise at all. So we're going to go up round the corner a bit. There's a more sheltered bit there, and quite often you've got fish rising there, so we might have a chance. Shame about these planes. Every 2 minutes or 5 minutes we've got a jet going over there, obviously practicing taking off and landing or something. So there's something rising in the corner, well, on the other bank there. It's not very big, I don't think. We'll have a cast for it. There's not much rise and not much options, so let's try, but this wind is a nightmare. Not like it. Somewhere along that far side it was rising. As I said, I think it was tiny. And we've got it. Ah, it's come off. The fly itself's actually come off. Suppose that's what you get. Wasn't that big a fish, but it's only £3 line. Maybe need to check my knots in future. And it's just about as far as I can cast. Almost. But the trouble is, if you don't get it right, you'll get the tree. That's not like it, it's just not the right position. It needs to come down a bit. Just come in front of that stone it was. And made it harder by this wind. Just about there. Yeah. There we go. Oh, little trout. That's slightly better fish of the ones we've had today. They've not been very big today. Ooh. Try again. Right, so that's a nice wee brownie. Quite fat actually. Not a bad cast at all. Technical that one, but managed to get it and get the fish. So that just goes to show it's not bad at all. Quite fun that, I like that. That's the fly it went for. It's looking a bit tired these days, but it is actually a foam dun. There we go. Another small but strong fish. That's a bit better than the other one. Hard to tell sometimes. Oh, come on. There we go. Well, that's the biggest fish of the day. Who would have thought, eh, from that little rise? It's about 3/4 of a pound, that one. Oh well. That's pretty good. Oh well, I was going to show it to you, but I dropped it. Not a bad fish. I think you saw it anyway. Right, so somewhere along that far side, there we go. There's a fish rise. It's a little tiny sip, so it's hard to tell if it's a decent fish or just a wee par. If we rise it and it doesn't take the fly, it's probably a par. If it does take it, it's probably a better fish. So there's not a huge amount of battery left. I only brought 2 batteries with me today. So I'm just going to draw a conclusion here. Not a bad day's fishing. Caught 5. Lost 1, I think. Sorry, managed to rise and hook 5 and lost 1. Wave it was 6 and lost 1. But got 1 trout about 3/4 of a pound. That last fish was a bit better. I will continue to fish on down, so if I manage to catch any fish I will put the camera back on as long as the battery allows.